Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alana and welcome to the month of August. Now the reason I say welcome to the month of August is because it is officially my birthday month. So because of that, I have a special birthday unboxing for you guys today and I'm so excited to share it. Stay tuned. Saint Laurent has easily become one of my favorite luxury brands, and that is because the quality I find of their pieces is truly worth the price, and I love their styles. There are so many different bags that I could have chose for my birthday bag. Now, initially, if you're familiar with my channel, I was looking into the YSL round camera bag. So this was in a circular pouch and looked very similar to the blue camera bag. However, this one was just in a circle shape. And it was beautiful. I was like head over heels for it. I went on to try it in store and I did not like the way it looked on me. So I will show you guys how it looked on me. You can give me your opinion of what you thought. I love the look. The chain was beautiful. I like that it even had a leather piece over the shoulder. However, I just found when I crossbodied it, I did not like the way that it sat on my body. And because of that, I said, you know what? I don't want to get this bag if I don't absolutely love it. So I automatically kind of crossed that off my list and moved on to another YSL bag that I had been eyeing for a very long time. This is a classic piece from YSL and it has become quite popular, I will say. Do you have any guesses of what this bag could be? Let me know down below in the comments. But here is the item here. So I purchased this from Farfetch and that's why it's in a box like this. And I am so excited to see this in person. Now, because this was on Farfetch, I did not actually get to try it on, so I am really hoping that the size and length of this bag work a little bit better. However, I'm excited to get into it and try it because I truly know I do love this style. Okay, so I've just opened up the box. We see this is from Farfetch here. We have a little card from the retailer that it came from. And now because this was sent from Farfetch, I am familiar with this website. I have shopped with them before, so there is no YSL box that came with this, just the Farfetch box. But of course it came with the dust bag. I am so excited to open this up. The shape might also give away what this is. Here we go. Guys, this is the YSL Sunset Bag, and this is in the Croc Embossed Leather. Oh my goodness. So it has the black leather with the beautiful gold hardware. I am literally obsessed. Probably the best birthday gift that I've given to myself. Okay, I'm gonna unwrap it out of the packaging and then we'll go through it together. I've gotten the plastic and the wrapping off of the bag. I do appreciate the wrapping though, because obviously in the transport you want to make sure that everything is staying kind of neat and intact, and I did do my initial inspection and I am happy with the quality of the bag. I cannot complain, so that is always a good sign. So starting with the exterior of the bag, the first thing actually I noticed as I was unwrapping the plastic is that this chain is quite heavy, but for me, yes, it makes for a heavier bag. However, for me, that is still a good thing because this is obviously quite a pricey bag. So for this to be, you know, a thin or kind of light chain, to me, that wouldn't seem like I'm really getting my money's worth. The fact that I feel that the chain is substantial definitely makes me feel like, you know, they've put some effort into the quality of this bag. So that does make me happy. There are no issues with the leather whatsoever. And this bag is very popular as is, and typically it comes in a smoother type leather. And I really did love that look too because it is classic. However, with the smooth leather, I always worry that it's going to get scratched. And once the bag is scratched, not to say that, you know, it's all ruined and it can't be used anymore, but I do feel that this is just a tad bit more hard wearing. Just the fact that it's already kind of has the grooves in it to give the croc embossed look to the leather, and I just feel like even just the feel of this texture, like if you listen to it, It is a little bit, in my opinion, I think that it's a little bit more hard wearing than just the regular smooth leather, but of course beautiful nonetheless. If you're familiar with any of the bags in my collection, then you'll know that I don't actually have a black bag. That's not something, or an all black bag I should say. So this is something that's kind of new. I'm a fan of colors, and this bag though, I just felt because I would be using this mainly as kind of like an evening bag, if I'm going somewhere really special, that the black and gold is something that is very classic. So upon analyzing my collection, I did kind of feel that that's where maybe a hole was in my collection, that I did need a little bit more of a classic piece that was versatile and that was in the colors black and gold. So I do love that. We have the beautiful YSL logo that's at the front here. We also have this little key tag here, and it says Saint Laurent Paris on it. Just inside here, there is a little key ring also that is on the inside. On the back of the bag, we have a slip pocket here, which is one of the features I really liked as well. No, it doesn't appear like you would get your phone in there, but if you ever were traveling, for example, and you needed to get tickets quickly out of here, or even if you were going to see a show, needed easy access to tickets or receipts, this is a really handy feature. I love when there's a back pocket in a bag. And then at the front here, we see that there is a pocket that is also right under the flap here, which is a touch I really like. This is a very structured bag. So if you see on the side, it kind of gives like an accordion style here, and that is how the bag is structured. And then even though there's nothing in here other than I would assume some stuffing, it's keeping its shape very well. Like, it is sturdy, it is in its place, and there's no kind of like collapsing happening, whereas with some other leather bags you can notice that if it is not full at the moment it might lose its shape, but that is clearly not the case with this whatsoever. So one of the great features of this bag is that it can be worn as a shoulder bag. So you can double up the chain this way, and then you can put it over your shoulder, and I think that is likely how I would use this bag most. But then also I love having the option of versatility with my bags. So if you pull the chain down like this, then you can also use this as a crossbody. And what I also love is the fact that there is the leather on this strap here. So if you were using it crossbody, this would kind of prevent the chains from digging into your shoulder. And I really like that look as well. Not to mention, because this is the Croc Embossed Leather, I just love the look of this so much. So even though there's a break from the chain makes it look elegant. But of course, because it's still the Croc Embossed Leather, I think it still looks so beautiful and elegant with this feature as well. To get the YSL Sunset Bag in the medium size, so that is something to keep in mind. There are more than one size for this bag. They have a wallet on chain version. This is the medium size version, and this retails for $3,685 in Canadian, and it retails for $3,050 in USD. So it is important to note the price for this version because it is cheaper to get just the smooth leather version. So if you're comparing the pros and cons, the price is something that you will have to take into account. Now, the good thing about getting this off of Farfetch like I did, and I will link this below for you guys, is that I was able to get a bit of a discount on this bag because I was able to get it through the Farfetch retailer. Whereas obviously if you're getting it just through the boutique, there's no chance of getting a discount, and that's what I like about shopping through places like Farfetch or Essence. Sometimes you can grab a deal. Part of the reason why I got this bag for my birthday bag is because this is the medium size, and for me, I typically do not get a medium size bag. I really like mini bags. That's something that fits my everyday lifestyle, and I don't carry too much with me on a daily basis. However, I did want a little bit more of a more substantial bag as a new piece to my collection, seeing as how I don't really have much of that as is. And even though this is a medium-sized bag, I know that it's not a massive bag. However, it will fit more than most of the bags that I currently have. So let's see the space inside. When we open it up here, we have just a magnetic closure. I haven't gone in here just yet, so we still do have the protective sticker around the metal button here. So it is a magnetic closure. There are 3 different compartments to this bag. So the first one here is at the front of the bag, and you can see it is very thin. but it definitely can still be useful to hold things. What I wanted to know, and when I was looking at reviews for this, I was curious to know if a cell phone can fit. So if you are also curious in that too, I will try with some other items in as well, but this is one I kind of couldn't wait for. I would love to know if my phone fits in here. So I have the iPhone 13. And that does not fit at the front. So that is something to keep in mind here. If you were thinking maybe we could put the phone in at the front, it does not fit. So if your phone is smaller than that, then perhaps. However, this one does not go at the front. And because it's such a structured bag too, I wouldn't really want to kind of like just push it in there to see how much space it will give. I'm just kind of going to leave it like this. Now getting into the other, oh, I'm also noticing here we have the stamping and it says Saint Laurent Paris at the front here, which is beautiful. Then getting into the next two compartments. Now these are both the same size, it appears to be. And this is what these compartments look like. Not a whole lot of space, but it is the size of, I would say, each part here I would say is about the size of maybe a wallet on chain. So it's like you're getting double the space of that. So I do like that. In here also we have the care card in there. And then also at the back, it does say on, in a leather pouch at the back, it says Saint Laurent Paris hot stamped in there as well with the gold lettering. So that is also beautiful. We have a slit pocket at the very back compartment of the bag as well. And then you have just the two openings in between. And that is it for the interior of the bag. Now let's see what we can fit into this bag. So I'm going to start off by putting my phone in the bag. Now as I said, I have the iPhone 13 and we realize it does not fit in the front, but it will comfortably fit in the pocket up next. Then I have my car keys. I'm going to put that on top in the same pouch. I have some hand sanitizer. I'm going to move this one into the same pouch on top. And now that has pretty much filled the pouch in the front. I could probably slide a card holder actually in the front, so maybe I'll try something similar in size like my compact mirror here. So this is kind of similar to a card holder, and that would still be able to fit. So I am confident that if I had a card holder in the front with those items, it would still fit no problem. Now I also have my Rosalie coin purse here. So this is the compact wallet that I do pack quite a bit. So I'm going to see now if this can fit into the back pocket. Okay, so this does fit. However, it does kind of push the middle divider out a bit. So if you can see here, it does push that out a bit, but it might have been easier in this bag if the divider wasn't there and just had one open compartment. It would be easier to fit bigger and bulkier items in, so as to not losing space to this piece in the middle, but it does help keep things organized, so that is okay. And then I have also a lip product here, some lip gloss that fits in no problem right next to my Rosalie coin purse as well. So now I will close that up, and that truly fits no problem with just those few items in there. And I can say that I could fit a few more things as well. As I mentioned, a card holder too, that certainly would be able to fit in this front pocket up here as well. So that would tie into there nicely or tuck into there nicely. I could definitely still fit a couple other lip products or even bulkier keys. There is enough space at the top that if I had to stack them, I would be able to. So I think this bag truly does hold a decent amount. Maybe I wouldn't consider this a medium bag. I would consider this perhaps honestly a small bag. Not a mini one, but a small. It fits your essentials, but you're not going to get really huge things in there, like for example, a little water bottle or anything much bigger than a wallet. A full-size wallet, I doubt that would fit in here either. I think a compact wallet is as big as it could go, so that is also something to keep in mind. However, for the things that I carry on a daily basis, as well as going out in particularly, I would say that this is a really good size and a really good fit. and it does not bulge out at all from the outside also, which is another thing to keep in mind. Another pro of this bag, as I mentioned, it really keeps its shape so well. So to finish off with my overall first impressions of this bag, one, I think it is absolutely stunning in person, but I'm sure we could all see that just from looking at the bag. I do think that it looks like great craftsmanship has been put into this bag, and I can see where the money goes to for this piece. Second thing I've noticed is that there is an overwhelming smell of leather with this bag, which for me is not a bad thing at all, but you can tell that this is a leather bag and that, in my opinion, a good quality leather has been used, because like I said, I really do get that aroma of the leather. And then another thing I have noticed too, and I will mention, when I go to close this bag, because it's magnetic, oftentimes it will like stick to the bottom half of the magnetic piece here, but it doesn't always go right into the hole. So sometimes, like if I was to pull this now, it would bring the whole top of the bag up, and then of course if you have items in here, you would not want that to happen or have anything spill out. So please keep that in mind if you are thinking of getting this bag for yourself, that you have to make sure that you hear that close, which it is now, and then of course it's good to go otherwise. One more thing I did want to mention, when I was doing what fits inside this bag, I mentioned that an iPhone 13 could not fit in the front pocket of this bag. However, I tried it with my phone case off, and I was able to get my phone into the very front pocket here. So that is something to know. If you have the iPhone 13 or a phone of the same size or smaller, you will be able to fit it in the front pocket here, as long as there is no case on it. We've now reached the end of my birthday unboxing, and I hope you enjoyed it and loved the bag as much as I did. There is no better present I could think of for my birthday this year other than this bag, so I'm really happy with my choice. Let me know down below if you have looked into the Sunset bag yourself and whether or not you would go for Croc Embossed Leather or the regular smooth leather, even if price wasn't a factor in the two choices. Let me know down below in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked the content or found it helpful, please make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can join the community and see all the new videos that I have already uploaded and I'm going to be uploading. Thank you so much to my current subscribers for sticking with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.